Hello, Chris Pratt enjoyers. Today,
And Jack Black.
and Jack Black Chad enjoyers.
And Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen kinda Chad enjoyers. So we're just gonna be talking about the Mario movie for I don't know how long, but so we've all seen it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fresh still.
So Ramon, you, me, and Kyle saw it the day it came out, and Mike just saw it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why the fuck I forgot to ask Mike to come, but the thing is, Mike, it was like last minute when we decided to do it, and originally it was just gonna be me and Ramon. It's like we didn't.
Gotcha.
It's like the seats were completely full, and we were like, "Oh shit, should we do it?" I'm
Yeah,
like,
we have to see it
let's
in
do it.
3D.
Yeah, we didn't see it in 3D. I mean, it was fine. It was fine in 3D.
Yeah,
I
it
know,
was
but
fun.
like 3D don't.
The problem I have with 3D is that it makes the movie darker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of the dark shade on the 3D glasses.
Yeah.
But the movie was colorful enough to not make it a problem. If it was something like fucking like the Batman, it would make it unwatchable. Like,
Honestly,
You
I'd just be sleeping.
yeah, I would just be asleep too, because like, damn, it's nighttime. Look at this. I can't see shit. That means I gotta go to bed. Wakens your fucking primal instincts to go to sleep at night. God damn. Oh, this is off topic already.
Yeah.
At work today, because it's Easter, right? I wanted to put like an Easter movie on, but we didn't really have anything, so I put on Space Jam. I don't know if Kyle caught that when he was at the store earlier.
I heard Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck,
Yeah,
and I was like, Looney Tunes?
it was the first Space Jam, not the second one. We didn't have the second one for
I
some
still
reason.
need to watch the second one.
The second one's fucking hilarious.
Space Jam.
But like,
Bro,
I
the
don't-
theme goes so hard.
I don't
too.
know how this happened, but like, somehow I had like a discussion with my boss about like fucking Lola Bunny.
I knew when you were talking about Lola Bunny. I fucking knew it.
Because we were talking about like, I was saying like, oh yeah, people got really pissed off when Space Jam 2 was announced because they like made Lola Bunny not hot or whatever.
They make a thick.
He
A humanoid bunny thick. That's what people are mad about.
told me that there was like research done about like people who like kids growing up watching certain media like that affects their sexual tastes. And he told me by that logic, there's probably a bunch of people that grew up in the 90s who became furries because of Lola Bunny.
That is a possibility. You are not wrong.
I mean, to be fair, there was a lot of similar characters in the 90s. So,
I mean,
you mean what?
if you go to VR chat and you go to furry section, most of them niggas is like goddamn 28, 29, pushing 30.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I just saying, it's right there. It's right.
I know. Speaking of, I didn't expect so many furries to be. Well, I didn't expect like to see so little guys dressed in like fursuits at Fan Expo. I saw like 2 people. Now
I saw no furries. I
saw-
saw no furries.
I was surprised because like they kind
I saw
of.
one.
That's like their only time to shine.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been almost 5 minutes and we have not even talked about the Mario movie.
So the Mario movie, Mario and Luigi are in the real world and they're plumbers and they have a commercial and stuff and they're cool and they have capes in the commercial and yeah.
Can I just say
And
the
after they
commercial?
go to a pipe.
It's so fucking
Then they
cool.
go to a pipe.
It's so fucking cool that the commercial actually used the Super Show theme, because Nintendo just forgot, like they just pretended those cartoons did not exist ever since they finished. They're like, oh, what cartoons? Yeah. Like, they'll continue to sell them digitally, but that's like through third parties. But there's literally no reference to the cartoons in anything Nintendo's made since. And that kind of sucks because I like the cartoons. I think the Super Show is pretty cool. I like the live action segments. I like the voices, like where Mario's like, yeah, you know what, Luigi? We're gonna go shoot up a fucking barber shop down on Harlem.
Bro.
Did you like that reference? Oh boy.
Rest in peace, Pop, bro.
Rest in peace, Pop from Luke Cage. And Luigi's like, I don't know, Mario. He seems like a pretty cool guy. I don't think we should shoot up his barber shop. That's some A-class voice acting I just did right there. And of course, in the actual Mario movie, the commercial they made, the lady who's in the commercial is voiced by the voice actress who played Peach in the Super Show, as well as the other cartoons that came out around the same time.
Mario!
Bro, that song's a banger, by the way. The Mario Brothers.
Peaches is. No Peaches is.
What did you say? What did you say?
So you said what, Mike?
Yeah, I was sort of like Peach.
Yeah. You know, when Bowser was singing that song.
Oh, the song. We'll get to that. Let's go like... Okay, you know what? Let's just talk about the fucking song. We're scattershotting it anyway, why not? Bro, that song is kind of
Jack
fire.
Black actually made a music video with that shit.
He did?
He made a whole music video. Jack
I didn't see that.
That's a link in, bro.
I'll have to watch that later. I'm just glad they let him do his song, because I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
And it was a cool moment. Because Jack Black is actually a really good singer.
4.4 million views already, damn.
Bro, I was thinking earlier, like, for some reason, like, in my head, I was just thinking about that song. But, like, for some reason, I replaced the word peaches with bitches. I was thinking, bitches. The fuck is he wearing?
He's got the Bowser drip, bro.
Bro, Jack Black was, like, the most in character. Like, this bro is method acting.
You know, Seth Rogen playing Donkey Kong. You know he had to get that fucking laugh out.
Bro, here's the thing with Seth
I
Rogen.
knew it was coming.
I will say, aside from one other character, even though I didn't mind Seth Rogen's voice, I still think he was, like, probably the weakest voice actor of the main characters. Because, like, his voice does match Donkey Kong, especially when I think about the Donkey Kong Country cartoon, where it was kind of like a almost similar voice. Here's the thing, like, Donkey Kong in the cartoon, he would sing a lot, and so he had like this, like, smooth, like, singing voice. You know what I'm saying? You know, like the, I'll shower you in coconut cream pies.
Okay.
But, like, here's the thing with Seth Rogen. He pretty much just did his own voice.
Yeah, he didn't, like, change anything.
Chris Pratt tried. Chris Pratt tried to do something. It was just unfortunate how the fucking trailers made it look like shit. Because they picked, like, the worst takes. And, like, some of the lines from the trailer weren't even in the movie. So, like... Like his Mushroom Kingdom Here We Come line that got everyone to, like, fucking cringe, that wasn't in the movie.
But then that wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
When I think about it.
But, like, Seth Rogen literally was like, hey Mario, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, that's literally just the entire voice. I mean, it still kind of fits. But I wish he tried a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Indeed. You know, the fight went hard. The fight was
hard.
Good. Yeah, that was crazy.
And I just like how there is a whole fucking scene with it where they just go to Donkey Kong Country. Speaking of which, the one line Diddy Kong has.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Cricket Ghost was like, "Shut the fuck up, Diddy Kong." For no
I
reason.
just want to support.
Also, you could see in that scene, you could also catch some of the other Donkey Kong Country characters like Dixie, Kitty Kong. Kitty Kong was surprising. That's like a good deep cut. Because, like, Diddy Kong was literally, or Kitty Kong was literally forgotten since Donkey Kong Country 3. Funky Kong's in the scene somewhere. But, like, the whole fight was great. And I do like Mario kind of like just fumbling around trying to find power-ups. It kind of does replicate the games in a way, because like you're in a hard section, you keep losing power-ups, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's kind of scurrying and trying to find these goddamn power-ups, you know what I'm saying?
When he got the mini mushroom, that was good. That was funny.
Yeah!
But DK was mostly beating his ass. And if you pay attention, some of the attacks he was doing was like, obviously he did the roll from Donkey Kong Country, right? But he also did like the hand slap from Smash, like his forward smash.
I peeped that. I peeped it.
And speaking, oh yeah, the charge up punch. And if you also focus on Mario, he's also doing like he did his forward smash, his like backflips and shit. So like that's really good attention to detail that made the fight scenes a lot better. Just referencing the actual fighting game. The whole fight kind of it weirdly reminded me of you know, in Dragon Ball Original, in the arc, what was it, the Old Baba arc, where they're fighting on the Devil's Toilet. It kind of reminded me of that, where it's like it's such a thin like such little like foot space, I guess. And of course they had to be the Donkey Kong arcade like platforms.
Yeah.
Mario was cool.
Doing the barrels as well.
Oh, the barrel attacks too. Obviously they had to do that. And the catsuit was really well portrayed. Like they basically just made the catsuit into like fucking like Super Saiyan.
Yo, he was speed blitzing DK, bro. Like no.
You're like gear second, like
Super Saiyan, bro.
Another complaint I will bring up about that scene, and I'll say probably the most underwhelming voice actor, was Fred Armisen as Cranky Kong. Because he just sounded like a normal guy. But when I think of Cranky Kong, I'm thinking like, oh, I'm Cranky Kong, oh. Like, that's what I'm thinking of.
Bro, I was expecting the voice you do for the judge in Ace Attorney.
You know, they got shit kids. Well, there's like voices like that too in the cartoon.
Yeah.
The DK rap was cool.
Yeah.
I found it really. Everyone's finding it weird though how they like didn't actually credit the composer, which is this face, Grant Kirkhope, who did that song. He also did the whole soundtrack for Donkey Kong 64, as well as like Banjo-Kazooie and all that stuff. They didn't credit him in the credits. They just said, "Oh, this song from Donkey Kong 64." And that's kind of weird, considering they credited the guys who made the Super Mario Bros. Super Show theme. But I'm glad it's in the movie.
Yeah.
And obviously the Donkey Kong Country theme was in there. And I'm pretty sure the song, what was it, like, there was a song from Returns in there where you're like flying the rocket, because later on in the movie they reference the rocket barrel from Donkey Kong Country Returns that they fly on. So there was also like the whole Mario Kart scene after that, which
that rainbow.
I was gonna say what I was impressed by was early, like when they're building the carts, right? They actually went through. They referenced the fucking menus, like of them building the carts, and the song playing there in that scene was like the actual like character like cart select music from Mario Kart
8.
Yeah.
Like that was really because like they could have just done the Mario Kart theme, right? But they were like, "Nah, we're gonna make it the fucking menu theme."
Nah, Toto's rocking that big body Chevy though.
Yeah, Toto's pulling up.
Even that big body.
I know Ramon was a little bit upset they didn't have the Fisher Price car.
Why they didn't have the Fisher Price, man? Come on.
Fisher Price car.
Yeah.
But like, I do like how Donkey Kong's car is a reference to Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. At least I think it is, because he has like the two rockets on the side on the top. Yeah. Barrel Blast is a garbage game, by the way, but they still referenced it. So hey, because Kyle and Mike, we watched that whole Scott the Woz video on Barrel Blast. That whole 45-minute long feature-length presentation where he fights a demon at the end. Oh god. The whole Mario Kart scene though, like, was pretty cool. How like
that part, bro, where Mario was driving, and then he had the goddamn green shell.
Yeah. And he
motherfucker. And I think they slat.
They basically.
I thought I got two start of gang signs with he threw the gang shots and slat and then drove out. I was like, damn, Mario, who the fuck you think you is, bro? Damn.
I might have to watch the movie again, but if they haven't done it, I would be surprised because I didn't see them reference Luigi Destare at all. You remember Luigi Destare, right?
Well, I mean, he wasn't racing, so...
That's true, Luigi wasn't in the scene.
You don't want more Luigi mention shit. Like, more like Easter eggs and like hints, like incorporated in the film.
There was, well, he had the plunger, right? Which is a thing from Luigi's Mansion 3. But obviously he's a plunger still. Yeah. But in the scene where he's in Bowser's Castle, you could hear like a hint of the Luigi's Mansion theme, because he's like looking around with the flashlight and everything. Obviously they meant that to be like a homage to Luigi's Mansion. But
more,
bro, King Boo shows King Boo shows up for like a fraction of a second in the final scene, and like he doesn't do anything.
Nah, I think it's a horror movie Luigi section. I swear.
Yeah, because like the way they animated the dry bones coming back to life was really awesome.
Nah, 8-year-old would have been terrified.
Because they kind of almost made it like claymation in a way, like stop motion.
8-year-old me would have been shivering. Not to hold you.
Speaking of dry bones, bro, rest in peace that one Koopa that Bowser just fucking killed. He just fucking burned his skin off. Yo.
Man, mark that boy. Mark that boy.
Like Bowser wasn't playing games.
He eviscerated him on the spot.
Oh my god. But back to Mario Kart. I like how that whole scene is pretty much just Fast and Furious. Like they framed it like it, and they were just cooking each other. Like how they obviously had like the glider from 7 and the anti-gravity from 8. But obviously Rainbow Road is cool to see, and it had the music from I'm pretty sure the song was from the Super Nintendo, like the original Rainbow Road.
I think so.
Personally speaking, I would have wanted Mario Kart 7 Rainbow Road, because that is the most goated Rainbow Road theme and track. Which, by the way, Kyle, you know you're a Mario Kart 7 connoisseur, right? I would say so.
You can say that.
They actually in the not the latest update, but the update before it for the Mario Kart DLC, the booster course. They added Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 7.
My god. My god. Yeah, I gotta get a Switch, bro.
You should have gotten one like.
I've been saying this for 2 years.
Bro, they're gonna like announce the next console before you get a Switch.
I'm gonna get a Switch Pro.
No, it's not coming out, bro. Okay, listen. Kyle. Here's the fucking deal. Here's the deal, right?
What's the dealio?
if you okay, listen, if you buy a Switch,
What's the thing I do?
if you buy a Switch before your birthday, I'm gonna buy you 2 games for your birthday.
2 games. Dang.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2 video games.
Wow.
Wow.
But that's besides the point. Let's get back to the movie. All right.
Anyway, I like how in the movie they handled Peach. She was cool. She was
Peach
doing her
was-
thing. She was
Peach was
badass.
Mhm.
I don't know why she can't do all that when she gets captured by Bowser, but
I mean, here's the thing. She does occasionally, like in the RPGs, she's like that.
like no, when she's getting married and she hit up the ice flower, she's kicking Bowser's ass. Like she was really on it.
Because she's an ice queen, get it? Because she literally iced him on the. I feel like here's the thing. I feel like Peach, like I like the badass moments, but I feel like there's not enough like slower scenes with her, just like chilling. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was chilling out a fire flower field, but that's it. Really.
There's not enough scene. Like I want like at least one more scene like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, before the climax.
Like one more just like slow scene with Mario, just to flesh out the characters a little bit. Because like when they meet, it's so like fast. Like she's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
princess, I need your help."
fast-paced.
She's like, "Who are you? Oh, wait, you're a human just like me. Oh, well, okay, cool. Yeah, you can come help, but I'll have to test you first." Like, I get that she saw like his determination to save Luigi, right? And that was like what sold her, and the fact that he's like the only other human in the Mushroom Kingdom, which I didn't expect him to actually like make note of that. Like, oh, like they're the only normal looking people.
Yeah. Nah, in the training scene though, when it showed Mario Spike, oh my god, that shit was hard.
Which scene?
In the training, when Peach was training Mario with the mushroom.
Oh yeah. I don't
Yeah.
like that scene was cool. It kind of almost is a small reference to Mario Maker with how the blocks get placed.
You rearranging the blocks and shit, yeah.
I mean, there was already a Mario Maker reference with the Builder Toads when he first got to the Mushroom Kingdom. But like that was cool. It kind of like I like the design of the obstacle course. How they're all like machines and shit.
Yeah.
What I didn't like was them playing "I Need a Hero" during that scene.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't like a lot of the songs, honestly.
here's the thing, the soundtrack when it like the actual movie soundtrack with like the game songs, because apparently there was like almost 100 different Mario songs referenced in that whole movie. Like that's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted, right? That's like the dream soundtrack. But then there's, I guess because it's Illumination, then that's something to do. There was like at least 4 or 5 like pop songs or rock songs in there.
Yeah, and it's in like every Illumination movie too.
Yeah, like I Need a Hero, like okay, fine. I'll accept that one at the very least because it's Mario, right? But when they start playing fucking like AC/DC, like bro, what? What else did they fucking play? They played fucking the fuck what was it? I only know it because of fucking Mind Diamonds. I forget the actual song name.
Oh, Take on Me.
Take on Me, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know why. Fucking. I only know because of the Mind Diamond.
Oh, okay.
I only know because of that. I don't know the actual lyrics. But like it's okay, whatever. It just takes you out of the scene because you start to remember, damn, this is a fucking animated Illumination movie. Like you'll forget it's an Illumination movie for like the entire thing, and then they'll start playing fucking AC/DC for no reason. Because like otherwise, like I guess there is some more Illumination DNA with like the humans a little bit back in Brooklyn, in the Brooklyn scenes.
Yeah.
Especially the fucking hater dog. That dog was a fucking hater, by the way.
That dog was on BB.
But like that dog, it literally
Not
looks
bad,
like he looks like one of the dogs from Secret Life of Pets.
Legit.
And I'm not the only person who's pointed that out.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we can also talk about the Brooklyn scenes, because honestly, I'm gonna say this right now: the Brooklyn scenes, weirdly enough, are my favorite part of the movie. Just because I grew up with the Super Show, and I did actually enjoy all that stuff. But the way they set it up was really cool, because it's like a mix of a bunch of different Mario media. Like it mixes like the ideas from the Mario Japanese anime OVA with the Super Show, and even some other stuff. But like, there's so many like. There's not even just Mario references. Like in Brooklyn, they threw in just Nintendo references, which was cool.
Yeah, you see that Punch-Out Pizzeria? The
Punch-Out Pizzeria was awesome. You can see a point painting a glass show and obviously a Punch-Out arcade machine.
Yeah.
There's a sign that has Balloon Fight on it. It's obviously referencing like just like not newer Nintendo stuff, but like NES stuff, right? Because you can see obviously Mario's playing an NES. He's playing Kid Icarus.
That was cool.
In his bedroom. But like, I don't know. I think the whole thing was just very charming, right? I didn't expect to actually enjoy it, because like I remember when they announced the voice cast and they were like, "Oh, this guy's playing Spike." I'm like, "Fuck, Spike from fucking Wrecking Crew?" The fucking first off, do you guys even know what Wrecking Crew is before having seen the movie?
No.
So Wrecking Crew. It was a like one of the NES launch titles, right? One of the 30 black box NES games, which is what the launch titles were. The black box NES games, they all came in like black boxes with like a similar style. They all had like the same like uniform style, which I would love to collect all the black box games, because I've actually been working on that, because they're just interesting. Most of them are kind of dog shit, or like really simple games, because these were like obviously NES launch titles. They're obviously very simple. But Wrecking Crew was one of them. It was like an arcade type game like Donkey Kong, but you had to destroy all of the like things in the stage. You had to like, it was like a demolition game, and you had like bombs they can use. You had to hammer away at the background, and like occasionally in the game you'd get Spike show up and he's like a rival, and you'd try to like knock you down and just piss you off. But I guess like what they were doing in the movie was that they were alluding that Mario and Luigi worked for the Wrecking Crew group before before turning into plumbers. So he was like the old boss, I guess.
Damn, 30 games that motherfucker will come with.
I don't think they all launched at the same time, but they all launched similar times. Yeah. Well, they didn't all. Okay, the NES didn't come with all 30. I'll say that right now. It came with Mario and Duck Hunt, and that's it. Obviously the games were released separately. Anyway, but yeah, Wrecking Crew was a cool. Like that was I just like that. As a fucking stupid Nintendo nerd.
I like how we got to see Mario's family.
Mario's family.
See Mario's family, you know? Like there
isn't that much media that shows Mario's family other than like Luigi, because they're brothers, right? The Super Show, actually, you don't ever see the mom, but you can hear the mom's voice kind of like Charlie Brown style. And the mom is like a bitch.
Huh? A bitch.
She's like, Mario, why won't you be as cool as your brother Luigi? Shit like that. I remember stuff like that. And they'd have like flashbacks to how traumatic their fucking childhood was.
Wow.
But like the parents were cool. The other family members, I guess they had other. Well, I don't know if they were other brothers. They could have been other brothers, because like Mario and Luigi are technically twins. So.
Yeah.
But Mario's dad was cool. Mario's dad was also like we saw earlier in the Punch Out Pizzeria, like the fake Mario, I guess, the blue one, who was like it was voiced by the actual like Charles Martinet, right? And he did the Mario voice. I think that character was supposed to be like a reference to Jumpman, which is Mario's original name from the Donkey Kong arcade game, because he had like a blue color scheme in that. But he also played Mario's dad in that scene, which I noticed. I didn't mention it when we were watching it though, because he did like the same voice he did for Commander Magenta from Dragon Ball Superhero. Because he voiced the villain in Superhero for the dub. Which I'm telling you right now, bro, for the sequel, please, for the love of God, if you're gonna put Wario and Waluigi in the movie, let fucking Charles voice him, because Charles, he voiced like Wario saying full sentences in some WarioWare games, and it sounds great. Like he can do full on like paragraphs, and it doesn't sound grating or anything like that. Because, like, here's the thing. You can't fucking replace Wario's voice at all. Because everyone knows what Wario sounds like. It's a me, Wario. Aspartame. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Wario.
So I just want to see my...
Waluigi.
Waluigi number 1. Or my favorite one, Waluigi's a wiener. A wiener.
Huh?
Yes.
I never heard that one before.
Waluigi's a wiener.
It's like on my wiener.
What do we talk about next? So we talk about Mario's family and the Brooklyn Seeds. Oh, Pauline's
I
cameo
like
was cool.
I like Pauline.
Yeah,
Pauline.
I guess she's supposed to be like the mayor, right? Which makes sense because she's the mayor of New Donk City in Odyssey. So that was a cool cameo.
Pauline was my first crush. Oh my god.
Pauline. What do you mean? Did you grow up playing Mario vs. Donkey Kong? Is that why?
Yes, my first video game crush was Pauline.
Yeah, because Mario vs.
When I saw Pauline, I was starstruck. I was truly starstruck, and my heart dropped. I was like, "Damn, that's my first girl." Like, I feel like, you know what I mean?
Bro, I'm pretty sure Mario vs.
Donkey Kong.
Pretty sure Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2 on DS was the first time she had that like new redesign.
Ooh-wee.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about how caked up Pete.
What do you mean by?
Listen, man. Listen.
And now we're just getting warning.
I've seen screen caps of the fucking Mario Kart scene on the bike. I've seen those screen caps. Don't act like I haven't seen those. Okay, what do we talk about next? Wood.
I told he was a good comedic relief character.
Listen, just you wait until the sequel when fucking Daisy shows up. That's gonna open the floodgates for people.
Also, I was expecting Yoshi, but apparently we're getting Yoshi in the second one.
Well,
I kind of want him in the first one.
You can see Yoshi's during the scene when they're traveling across the world. Because they go to Yoshi's Island for a brief second.
You do? I never saw no Yoshi.
Yeah, there was a bunch of like different colored Yoshis running in the background. Kind of like the Smash Bros. Melee intro. They're just kind of hanging out. Let's just pray for the safety. If I think Kyle knows what I'm talking about. Imagine if they ever do a Sonic and Mario movie crossover.
Oh god,
it's probably gonna happen.
Oh god.
I mean, it hasn't happened. I'd rather it properly happen in the games first, like not a spin-off, like an Olympics game. Listen,
No,
I
hope the movie is an Olympics movie.
Stop.
For Mario and Sonic.
Stop! I want to kill you.
Mario and Sonic Olympic movie.
See, okay, listen, I don't have any.
That movie, bro.
I don't listen.
Shit at the box office.
No. Listen.
No,
I don't mind the Mario and Sonic Olympic games, video games. I actually quite enjoy many of them. I really like 2010 on DS.
I had it on DS too.
Because the adventure mode's really cool. I recently 100%ed that game not that long ago. And I really think we should do Let's Plays of the Wii ones. Especially 2010 on Wii.
Do the Wii ones compared to the DS one? Are they better?
Yeah, well, like, I'd say a lot of people say Wii 2010 is equal to the DS one. It has its own story mode that's a little bit different. I do prefer the one from DS, obviously, because there's an overworld, but they're pretty much equal in quality.
Okay. Good to know.
Problem is, I probably won't be able to top Rio 2016 Olympics on Wii U for a while, because that is one of the most expensive Wii U games, weirdly enough. It's not just it's not super expensive. It's just like rare. It's hard to find. Like, I don't know why, but like I have no problems with the Olympic Games. I just don't like. I just think we've gotten so many of them that they should just make a proper Mario and Sonic mainline crossover, where it's like an actual full platformer. Like, listen, if we can get Professor Layton versus Phoenix right and have it be a perfect crossover that takes aspects from both games and blends them together perfectly and makes a really unique narrative that stands on its own, I think they should do the same thing for Mario and Sonic. But, you know.
I see the vision.
Listen, all I'm saying, I want a game just like Super Mario Bros. Z.
Okay.
I want to see fucking Fire Sonic, alright?
Did I hear that right?
You can't tell me Fire Sonic is, like, awesome, bro. And that would be perfect for a fucking... Like, look at this shit, bro. It's so fucking hard. Anyway. What do we talk about next? Because we're done with talking about Brooklyn. Guess we never talked about, like...
that fucking star, that blue star in the jail was really praying everyone's downfall.
That blue star, I know some people didn't find it funny. I found it funny. Just how far they went with them. The fucking blue Luma.
You will all die and suffer an unimaginable death. And nothing but darkness.
I hope I get lynched tomorrow.
Yo.
Like, I like how he was disappointed when he didn't die.
Oh.
We're all gonna get mutilated in the worst possible way. we're gonna get hung, strung up, and quartered.
Yes. Good times.
Bro, what was Bowser thinking locking up all those Kongs in the prison? What was he cooking there?
Oh, no.
Wait, what even singing?
Like, he captures all the fucking, in the Mario Kart scene, he captures all the, like, Kongs, except for Donkey Kong.
Yeah, because they fell off.
What was he doing putting monkeys in cages?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, Daniel. I don't know.
I don't know, bro. With a name like Jack Black, I don't know about that one. Anyway, Jack Black, bro. Let's get on. Let's talk about Jack Black. Let's talk about the voice acting. Like, because let's get back to that. Jack fucking Black, bro. Literally fucking perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knew it was gonna be perfect the moment he was announced in the voice casting. Like,
and then there's Chris Pratt.
It's Chris Pratt. He had to earn it. Okay. But Jack Black, bro, like any scene he was in, he stole the show. Especially, probably like one of my favorite scenes was the fucking rock concert theme at his castle. Mainly because they were playing the fucking Bowser's Fury theme. Like, just the straight up song. So that was sick, and all of his interactions with Kamek too were great. Honestly, his interactions with Kamek kind of reminded me a lot of Paper Mario, because they have a lot of interactions in the Paper Mario games. But who voiced it? Who voiced Kamek? Forget. Whoever voiced it was perfect. Like that's literally the only voice he had to do was like the sire. We have intruders.
Sire,
He had
your
literally
12-inch big
Oh,
black
him.
came in.
What's his name? What's the Koopa's name? What'd you call him?
Kamek.
Oh,
It's Kevin Michael.
PlayStation buttons. It's
Oh.
PlayStation buttons.
Yeah, like they literally just had to give him the voice of the mage guy from Infinity War, and that was it. Like, but sire, the troops.
What scene was hard?
What scene?
When you're on Rainbow Road, and after Mario, the head Koopa in charge is Riku, and then after fucking he turned into a fucking blue shell. I was genuinely scared. I was scared.
Because like he was already
PTSD.
psychotic as shit with his giant like crushing death machine. Like I thought like, okay, is that supposed to be the blue shell at the car? Like, okay, fine. And then he actually just fucking turns into it.
My PTSD for blue shell was like my hair stood up. My hair on my arms stood up.
My PTSD.
I was genuinely infused.
My genuine PTSD like a couple years back when I decided to finally sit down and get 3-star rank on every cup in Mario Kart 7. 150cc when you're about to do one on the last course, you're about to get 3 stars. Here comes a fucking blue shell out of nowhere. Although here's the thing, if we ever get to playing on the Dome Mario Kart Wii, you will see true pain, because because you will get comboed to shit with items in that game because of how unbalanced it is. People will just be getting the most powerful items the entire time. And not only that, because that game has like annoying ass fucking items like the POW block and the Thunder Cloud.
I hate
that
that
just
one.
are the
It's
worst.
So dumb.
And the Mega Mushroom. Fuck.
That's the best item in Mario Kart history. I don't care what anyone says.
Like that's the reason I'm kind of glad they got rid of the giant Bowser shell from Double Dash, because imagine if that was in Wii with how crazy the items are. Just a fucking giant shell.
All the items from freaking Double Dash are amazing.
Yeah.
The Yoshi egg, I want that. We need a Double Dash too.
I want to get Double Dash so we can play for the Dome. Problem is it's pretty expensive. But it's an investment. See, listen, I've been thinking, as like a reward for myself after I finish exams, I might pick up Mario Party 7 even though it's like $100. Because I think we should play like all the Mario parties at some point. Because they're all fucking awesome. Even the shitty Mario parties are hilarious to play with friends. Like even shit like Mario Party 9 and 10.
Is that the Bowser one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, honestly, I feel like we could do Mario Party 10 sooner than later because it sounds kind of funny. Because now that I have a Mario Party 10 amiibo, I can unlock all the amiibo party boards. Thing is, it would take us a while because there's like 9 or 10 different amiibo party boards. But shit, that blue shell, bro.
Interesting. Looking at the cast, I did not know Carrie Payton was voicing the Penguin King. What the hell?
The what?
Carrie Payton voices the Penguin King.
Oh, the Penguin King.
Yeah, he voices Cyborg in Teen Titans.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you yield? Bro thought he was cooking something, like... Here comes this whole ass army. And he has
I used to get that motherfucker off the platform in 64.
That would have been awesome. Listen, I wanted a reference like that.
That motherfucker.
Oh my god, bro. Because like they've referenced the fucking penguins before, right? Like you throwing off penguins. You know one of the mini games from Superstars, the penguins like all fucking like trying to knock you off the edge. That whole thing is like a revenge against you. Like, oh, for all the penguins you've killed, here they come.
Damn.
But let's talk about the voice acting. We'll save Chris Pratt for last. Peach's voice acting was pretty spot on.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Bowser is coming.
Anya Taylor-Joy, she did a great job.
Do you think Bowser is coming?
Yeah.
Bowser is coming.
Bowser is coming. Now that one dude went in the meeting, like the serious, like the mayor type of Toad.
Oh yeah, he was like
Voice
his
acting
deep ass
was so-
fucking voice. Bro, speaking of which, why did he have him? Why was that like some random like weird Toad when it could have been Toadsworth? What the fuck? Where was Toadsworth?
Oh.
You know Toadsworth, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Ramon, I know you know
Yeah.
Toadsworth because he was in Sunshine. Like, come on, bro.
Oh,
The
okay.
thing is, Toadsworth hasn't shown up in a
Yes.
game since Sunshine,
okay,
so
okay. He's the old
he's like the
Toad.
old Toad, yeah.
The old one, okay. Got it.
For some reason in my original Let's Play of Superstar Saga, I gave him like a Sean Connery voice. Like you see, well, Miss Princess Peach. Fuck. Charlie Day as Luigi was pretty perfect because he already has like a naturally like kind of like high voice, like a mix of like having a high pitched like voice with like a regular voice, so it did fit.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. He's a funny little dude.
Yeah. I don't really have much to say about Luigi. It's just pretty much great. Who else was in this? It's actually Toad. Who played him again? Keegan
Voiced by
Michael.
Keegan. G.
Yeah,
Keegan Michael G.
yeah, Keegan Michael Key.
Those skits. Those are funny.
He was pretty good.
I like them. They made me
I feel
laugh.
Yeah, still.
Like obviously he couldn't do like the full Toad voice the entire time, but he did it sometimes. Like when he screams at the start.
Yeah.
Like, don't touch that mushroom, you die!
I think Toad might be my favorite character.
Like, he
I'm
barely
not
does
even
anything,
joking.
he's just there. He's just like, bro thinks he's part of the team.
Yeah, my favorite character.
Well, yeah, because Toad's your fucking favorite Mario character anyway, so like...
Okay,
Yeah,
you
that
don't
was
have to
my
help me
favorite
like
character
that.
in the
You don't
movie.
have to help me like that. That's exposing me.
Like, every time we play...
The
No,
donuts.
every time we play Mario Party, you play as Toad, so...
Okay, buddy, you don't have to expose me in front
Listen,
of the donor.
Domers, get ready for our Mario Party Superstars Let's Play, because you're gonna hear this dude be doing, like, loud-ass Toad voices that's gonna break my fucking mic. Because I've heard
Yeah,
it,
get ready for
we've
it.
all heard it in
Get ready
person.
for a bitch. Get ready for a bitch.
But now let's talk about the main guy, Mario
Seth Rogen.
himself. We already talked about Seth Rogen. Christopher Pratt, Crispy Rat. Oh my god, bro! Everybody shit on him when the trailers were coming out.
Yeah.
Everybody was
memes.
clowning on him, and
You
he
know
kept
the
saying.
memes?
He kept saying, "Come on, just give it a chance. You'll see. You'll see." Not gonna lie, he was kind of right. Here's the thing, right? Once you get past the part, like once you stop, like once you like watch like 10 minutes of it, once you get past the fact that it's like weird that he's playing Mario, you kind of just forget about it.
You cannot forget that's Chris Pratt.
Exactly. Like he just at a certain points he just sounds like this version of Mario.
You just have to let him cook, man. That's really it.
He was cooking. He was cooking. I'll say that much. I think he was actually pretty good.
He was low key cooking.
But that does lead to one thing I want to talk about, and that was the original Nintendo Direct where they revealed the voice cast. I am so upset that I lost my recording of me reacting to that, because I recorded that whole Nintendo Direct that I reacted to, and I lost the fucking recording somehow. Bro, I was on the floor. I didn't stream it. I just recorded it.
Oh.
Bro, I was on the fucking floor laughing my ass off because the fucking like it felt like a joke. It felt like a joke. The fucking like cast reveal, because it kept getting worse and worse. Like
No, I kept getting better and better. What are you talking
like
about?
imagine like no listen like just imagine like my like fucking mind blowing up when Miyamoto shows up and he's like, oh, today we'll be announcing the voice cast for the Mario movie. All right, let's get to it. And then fucking Chris Pratt's fucking picture shows up. And Chris Pratt will be playing Mario. He's so cool. He's so cool.
He is so cool.
So cool. And Charlie Day, Michael Keaton, Jack Black. I think Seth Rogen is the one that killed everybody at that point, though. Seth, oh my god, just watching reactions of that, like nowadays, like fuck. That's one of the funniest things that's ever happened on Nintendo. This fucking picture too.
Well, that's the first picture that comes when you search up Chris Pratt. I swear to God, that's the first picture. You can look up Chris Pratt right now.
That fucking face. That fucking face is like the fucking it's like the Creed 3 poster.
Yeah.
He's like so serious.
You can't run.
You can't run from your past.
Wait, that's the first picture. You can really look at Chris Pratt. That's the first picture.
Oh my fucking
I
god.
can't run from your past.
Why was the only one in black and white too?
I have no clue.
Shit, man. Oh, you know what I want to talk about? I was thinking about before. Fucking. Oh my god. Rest in peace, King Bomb Bomb.
Bro,
Killed him.
he was just vibing. He was chilling.
And they blew him up.
Oh,
And listen,
yeah.
listen. According to Mario lore, once a bomb blows up, they're dead. They don't come back. Because in Paper Mario Origami King, there's some like a bomb party member who sacrifices himself to blow up and like free everyone. And he's just like this really sad scene where like we all have to blow up one day, but I can't choose my time. And the time is now. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Damn.
But King Bomb didn't have a choice. He just fucking died. I like how he gave up too. He just succumbed to death.
Well,
Mhm.
cancer afterwards, so.
Oh my god, bro. Rest in peace. My fucking boy. I do want to talk about more of Jack Black's fits at the red carpet. Because he was dressed up in Bowser drip. He had Bowser drip on.
Yeah.
Like, he was just-
Bowser drip on.
He was just full in character, and I love it. Like, bro, hold on. Like, Seth Rogen didn't care. Seth Rogen was just in a standard suit. Like, he could have at least worn a red tie or a Donkey Kong tie. Come on. But like, look at Jack Black. Look at what he's wearing.
I mean, Jack Black was just being Jack Black, bro. That's just him.
But like,
That's Kung Fu Panda.
like I remember remember the interviews where like fucking Chris Pratt was like did not know shit about the Mario games. He's like, oh yeah, I remember playing Mario Bros. Arcade back in like my old apartment, and like I remember like just jumping on Koopas and having a good time. Here's the fucking thing, buddy. That's like the one game where you can't actually jump on the Koopas. You have to jump underneath them to knock them over. Fake fan.
Oh, they only called Chris Pratt like that. Like, damn.
But then, meanwhile, Jack Black in his interview was like, oh, fuck yeah, Bowser. You know, like when he goes Bowser Fury mode, he's like, oh, yeah. Like, you can tell he
Well,
loves
you know
the
we're
character.
getting that. We're getting that, bro.
Fucking Fury Bowser, like, just turns into a fucking kaiju movie.
Yeah, they could just do the Bowser's Fury game.
They could just do-
Giant Cat Mario versus Bowser.
Or just giant Donkey Kong versus Bowser.
Oh, that'd be fire.
The advertising for this movie was pretty good.
Yeah.
I just saw the other day that the Mario movie is the #1 movie in the world.
Well,
Yeah, it's made like 370 million already.
yeah, like I think it's the highest, the fastest grossing animated movie of all time.
And video game movie too.
Yeah. Like, even though I would say
deserved, definitely deserved.
I do still kind of prefer, even though like I will say Mario movie is objectively better, I do prefer Sonic 2 a slight amount. Like a very small amount I prefer it over the Mario movie. The reason why I say that is because I think there's a lot more character moments and like personality with the cast.
Nichols.
Like, I feel like there's actual character, like, definite character growth. I mean, it's not like the Mario movie doesn't have any of it, but let's be honest. Like, they have, like, pretty cool character arcs.
Nichols. Nichols was alright. He was cool.
They got a fucking video band.
Backstory. Oh, yeah. Mint Diamond. We can cross the world.
Lost Emerald.
We have to find it. We have to find them.
Fucking, but yeah, I do prefer it a little bit. Mainly because it also has really hype moments. Like, come on, Super Sonic. That's just
Supersonic was
perfect.
fucking. Dan, you was elite or nutting. You were nutting.
We were both, you're not gonna out me. We were both nutting simultaneously under popcorn, buttering it up. And as Shadow, you fucking died.
No.
You fell off the chair when Shadow showed up.
And Shadow, I damn near ran out.
Oh my god. Bro. It's Project Shadow.
Project. I can't.
Is that Sonic.exe? Oh, have you seen that video, bro?
No.
The fucking Twitter video that was showing off like the post-credit scene when the movie came out. And you could hear a kid in the background saying, "Is that Sonic.exe?" He's like freaking out.
Oh my god, that's Sonic.exe!
Sonic.exe from Friday Night Funkin'. Oh my god. I guess we could also talk about, we have pretty much talked about everything at this point, right? There's also the scene where they're traversing across like the different lands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the fire flower like field was cool. That's not a thing from the games, but it looks nice. The mountains, you know the mountains they were in, like with the giant stone statues. That's from New Super Mario Bros. U in World 6. The Rock Mountains, like they're kind of like pillars like that. They also go to the Tostarena Kingdom from Odyssey, like the desert place. Obviously, like the Mario World area is like, you know what I'm saying. It was all just really cool stuff in there. And when they were looking at like the map in the throne room, obviously you saw like there was like Yoshi's Island in there.
Yeah.
But they also had the Sarasaland Kingdom, which is where Daisy is from, because that's where Super Mario Land on Game Boy takes place, and it's like a whole desert kingdom.
I see.
Again, the sequel, who knows?
Maybe.
I'm trying to see Rosalina.
Maybe. I feel like if they were gonna do Rosalina, that would be for a third movie, because that's a lot to take in for a movie, especially following after how simple the Mario movie was. It was like to go from like a very simple Mario story to fucking Galaxy, like
You never know.
that's true. Well, they could just do that.
But
Second one could be Daisy, or second one could be Rosalina. I'm bringing both. Fuck it.
Another reference. Bowser putting on the wedding hat from Odyssey. That was clean. Because he also had the bouquet of piranha plant flowers, which is also a thing from that. Well, let's talk about the final fight.
I'm surprised they didn't go Bowser Jr.
Yeah, Bowser, like, the Koolings and Bowser Jr. weren't in there.
Movie.
I don't think. Okay, listen.
Movie.
How
You'll
the
take
fuck
revenge.
is there literally like if they're gonna do Bowser Jr., how in the actual fuck are they gonna explain that? Like, oh, I have a son now. Where did he come from?
Yeah, they're doing the second one. I definitely doing Bowser Jr. in the second one.
No, but he would have to have existed already because it's already confusing in the Mario games where Bowser Jr. comes from. Because like, well, why do you have a kid? Who's the fucking mom?
Maybe Bowser was hiding his kid from the world.
Bro, Luigi's gonna get pregnant in the second movie.
He's hiding his kid from the world like Drake.
Nah, Luigi's gonna get pregnant.
What?
You saw how fruity Bowser was acting towards Luigi?
He was flaunting with his fucking mustache like a fucking dildo or something.
The Bowser bad dragon.
Hello?
But the final fight where like they're fighting normally in the wedding, right? Obviously, Peach has the ice flower, which was like the only power up other than Mini Mushroom that wasn't spoiled in the trailers. That was cool to see. Bowser fucking breaking out of the ice like he's like Thanos or some shit.
Bowser's him. Bowser is indeed him.
But it is really cool when like they all get sucked into Brooklyn and like Brooklyn gets fused with like the Mario world and they're fighting in there.
I'm talking about Brooklyn watching.
I'm really glad Luigi gets the moment to shine. He shares the spotlight with Mario at the end.
Yeah.
In which they both grab the star.
The superstar.
They play this awesome fucking remix. They play this awesome remix of the Invincibility theme. Which actually reminds me of Kirby in the Forgotten Land, because during like the final like QTE version or QTE sequence, I mean, QuickTime event sequence in the final boss of that game, it plays a version of the Invincibility theme from that game series, but it's like a full song of it, and they kind of did a similar thing with the Mario movie. And obviously they had like the melodies from like the version of that from 64, right? Because 64 also has like the da 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 da, like that part in the background when you have the wing cap. But they cooked his ass. They did the whole fucking like, they did the whole like they did the fucking, what's it called? They did the Videl level 3 attack from fighters, or like the Goku and Frieza team attack in Dragon Ball Super. They fucking cooked him, bro.
Cooked him like some fucking marshmallows.
And I'm glad that like they're also at the end of the movie. There's like they decided to stay in the Mushroom Kingdom. And I kind of noticed it. Listen, it didn't show much of it, but their house looks a lot like Mario's house from Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario. So yeah, it kind of does. If that's the case, that's like the one Paper Mario reference, which I'm surprised they didn't do any other of, but oh well. And of course there's the post-credit scene with Yoshi. The Yoshi egg. And fucking Bowser singing in the cage.
Bitches.
Oh man, I do think the Yoshi post-credit scene is a little bit of a lame reveal, because like yeah, of course they're gonna do Yoshi, because I was fully expecting Wario. So
you were expecting Wario in the first film?
In the post-credit scene, like come on,
you freaking psychotic, buddy.
I feel like if they don't do Bowser again for the second movie, they can make Wario into the villain.
Yeah,
because he is the villain in his first game.
They might team up with Bowser in the second one.
Well, they do team up in Bowser in some of the side games, like in Mario Power Tennis, they do. But I think we're all done talking, right? Unless you guys have any other closing arguments to make? Any closing statements?
Closing statements.
We need to give a rating for the movie.
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Like I said yesterday, a 7.9.
Okay, here's the thing. As a movie, I'd give it an 8 out of 10, but as a Mario fan, it gets a good 9 for me.
I give it a 7.8.
Just a 0.8.
Yes, 7.8. I was gonna say 7.5.
Oh, I think you said just point. I thought you said 0.8, like 0.8. Like, nah, this movie's dog shit. We just talked about it for an hour. Nah, it's dog ass.
No, that movie's awesome. That's an hour.
It's dog shit. Fuck this movie. Fuck Mario. Fuck Chris Pratt.
I'm just a hater. What would you give the rating?
Solid, like a solid 7.7.
Wow, why you gotta go a point over me? Like a decimal below me, buddy, huh?
It's solid though. Really, really solid movie. Fun movie. And the critics just suck. Like,
The critics
what do you
fucking
think?
They take
suck.
everything serious.
Because
They take everything serious.
Because they go into the mocking Mario movie expecting like a good like
Peak
plot and
freaking-
everything. Like,
Bro.
They expect their main
Like, no,
character in
this
the
is just
film
supposed to be-
suffer and go through tragedies like fucking Peter Parker.
it's just
That's
supposed to
their
be.
main characters.
It's just
Yeah,
supposed
but
to
they
be a
also-
fucking- It's supposed to be a fun movie with like video game logic,
Yeah. Yet they give cuties like a 90%. Like, what?
or every
What are
single
they on?
or every single season of Big Mouth has like a 99 or a 100%.
Nah, them critics want the most complex and mindfuck over like plot ever in the film.
Like, so let me read one of the. There's like, oh, it's fan service above everything else. Like, who cares? Who the fuck cares? It's supposed to be fun. Like, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is super nostalgic, but not super fun. Granted, I haven't regularly played home video games since NBA Jam in 1995. Then don't fucking review the Mario movie. Like, I wasn't expecting Pixar, but the heroes end where they started, not having been transformed by their experiences. What do you mean? Mario, he literally becomes like a fucking, like, cool hero at the end. Oh my god. So, we get a video game movie that is literally a perfect adaptation that is a love letter to the source material, and critics fucking bash it. Meanwhile, then you have video game movies that have nothing to do with the source material. Like, okay, you know what? Hold on. What did the Resident Evil show get on Rotten Tomatoes?
That show was ass.
People watch that?
What?
The Netflix one, right? You're talking about?
Yeah.
That was ass.
Okay.
Ass.
There's no fucking way. It
What?
has the same rating. It has pretty much the same rating as the Mario movie. Are you shitting me? It has a 54 and Mario has 55. What about Halo? What about Halo?
Whoa. Garbage.
It has a 70! It has a 70! It has a 70! What?
Heroes, though.
Bro, Halo has nothing to do with the source. Bro, the fucking
Halo is dog
the
shit,
fucking
bro.
writer of the Halo show said, "Yeah, I haven't played any of the actual Halo games." Like, what?
I didn't know that. What the fuck? How you gonna play motherfucking Halo games? I know Halo lore and just fucking direct the fucking.
Yeah, bro. The first episode, he takes his helmet off. Like,
Yeah,
what?
he doesn't wear the helmet for like, the entire show. There's like one scene in the entire show that represents Halo, and it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it's getting a second season.
Why? Why?
Incredible.
Why? At least Resident Evil had the gall to just cancel it because they realized it was dog shit. But otherwise, we're seeing a lot of good video game adaptations now. Like we've been getting so many, like the Sonic movies, Detective Pikachu, Mario, Last of Us, Castlevania anime, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Arcane. Like, come on, we're getting some good shit. Because even a lot of video game anime adaptations weren't great. Like the Persona 5 anime, I watched like the first episode of it, and I stopped because I want to play the game instead. Because the anime's always going to be worse than the game. But bro, Persona, you know how long Persona 5 is? It's a long ass fucking game with a lot of dialogue, right? And like it has like fucking like slice of life stuff you can do. They made it in 26 episodes for the anime. 26 20-minute episodes for a game that's like 80 hours long. The cutscenes by themselves take up 30 hours on YouTube. So,
Wow.
and like the animation kind of stinks too, because like they could have done some like really cool stylistic stuff, because it's fucking Persona 5. That's the whole, it's like the whole appeal of the game is that it's very stylistic and has really cool art direction.
That's a fact.
And like the Ace Attorney anime too. While I don't think it's horrible, it's a similar problem where it has 50 episodes to cover 3 whole games that are like 25 hours plus each. And they have the fucking gall to put filler arcs in the second season. Granted, the second season only covers the 3rd game, so fine, but like, and the animation stinks too. And like, what we need to see more is video game adaptations that like do their own thing, right? Like how the Mario movie did, or like that are like a different universe, like how Mario and Sonic were, or like a different story with the same characters that it's still canon, but it's just like a different story that's not the game story, right? Like how Cyberpunk did it. Cyberpunk did that. Danganronpa 3 did that and was pretty good as well. And Castlevania was also its own universe, separate from the games. But yeah, we gotta see more. A Zelda movie would be pretty cool. You know what I want to see before a Zelda movie though? A fucking Metroid movie would be so fire.
You alright?
Like Metroid Other M, while it's not that well, it's an okay game, but it's not great plot wise. The animation for the cutscenes is basically a movie. So like, let me find some of the cuts. Oh, there's not really many good gifs.
Good animation. The good animation studio. It seems very promising. And a good like.
You know, originally, speaking of with the Mario movie, you know who was originally in talks to do the animation for it? Sony.
Sony
was the first choice.
Sony Panis. Sony Panis.
See, as much as I would love to see a Nintendo movie with like Spider-Verse level animation. Just saying.
Oh fuck.
A Zelda movie would go hard with Spider-Verse style animation. A Zelda movie or a Fire Emblem movie. Actually, a Fire Emblem movie would be pretty hard. Although the thing is, I don't think they would do a Fire Emblem movie. I think they would do a Fire Emblem anime instead.
Yeah.
I can low-key see a Kirby movie.
Kirby movie that could work because like there's already a Kirby anime,
right? Animation studio for Mario, made Mario animation. They can definitely make a Kirby movie.
No, here's the thing, right? I don't want Illumination to do it. You know why? Because they're gonna make Kirby talk, and I don't want that.
We need like a good voice actor for Kirby. Like
No, just get the same voice actor for the games, but don't let him speak English, please. Maybe occasional things, like you can say, you can have him say his own name, like in the anime. That's fine. Just don't have him speak full fucking English. It's so cursed. You can have all the other characters like Meta Knight and DDD do that, because like they already kind of do. Just get the fucking voice actor from the anime from DDD. I'm gonna clobber that there, Kirby. No one's gonna stop me. Ha ha. Yeah. No, fuck it. Just get the whole anime voice cast. Fucking Meta Knight. Have him be fucking like Hispanic. Like, Kirby, it seems we are fated to duel. Have the fucking like weird like theme song he has in the anime where it's like do 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 do. The fucking like weird Western ass thing. A Xenoblade anime would go hard though, because I've been playing Xenoblade. Oh man, a Xenoblade anime would, if they properly adapt it, it would have to be like at least 50 episodes. Because the game is basically just already an anime that you're playing. Alright though, I think we're done here.
Mario movie. Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Pretty good, I would say.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch. When it's available on streaming services, I will give it another watch.
It's coming to digital in the start of May, actually.
Man, that is fucking fast, bro.
That's very quick.
Damn.
I don't know why.
Quick with it. Quick with it.
Like, yeah, that's a little bit strange. But, you know what, that's fine. I mean, John Wick 4 is almost, is gonna come to digital soon, so they're doing it closer and closer to the release date.
Yeah, Shazam's not been on digital already.
Yeah. We should do more movie discussions like this.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was a fun video. Maybe Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Guardians 3 should be.
I mean, we could do that for a podcast, but like this was a special case where like it's a Mario movie, right?
Yeah.
And here on the Dome, we mainly focus on Nintendo stuff, right? So we had to talk about it. But my closing statement for this video is my favorite scene in the movie was the Luigi and Bowser sex scene.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway,
like and comment and subscribe and tell us, did you guys like the Mario movie, Domus?
And thank you, viewers. We're gonna have to do something for this. I'm gonna make a post for it soon. Thank you, viewers, very much for 50 subscribers. It's not a very big milestone, but it is a milestone.
Dude,
And
that's 50 people who click the subscribe button.
And like
imagine 50 people in my room. Everyone here has been in my room except Ramon. Imagine 50 people in my room, Dan. You know how crazy that is?
it would be impossible because your room's tiny as shit.
You know how crazy that is, Mike?
I could not.
Also, shout out to that dude who said our channel's a hidden gem. That guy's a
He's the
legend.
goat. He's the goat.
We also today we hit 2.5k views total. We're moving up. Let's go.
We're moving on up.
Alright. So, I guess we'll say our goodbyes now. So, this has been Danception. And Squab.
And Sonic S9.
And ramen.
It's ramen perfected!
Nah, it's just ramen today.
Get it right! And you, see you later, domers.
See you later, domers. To our next
Bye,
discussion.
Elmers.
One
See you
Piece
next
discussions?
time.
What are those?
One Piece discussion. What's that?